We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, longtime foes square off in the NFC East, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Pollard will take it up the gut. He'll get this up to about the 44.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Here's 2nd and 7. Prescott to throw it. Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brandon Graham in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Off the play fake, Prescott. Room to maneuver at the 35, and down to the 28-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Flush to his right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 15. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one. And let him know he'll be back the very next series.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chauncey Golston breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now a hit and a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On play action, Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good work there. You're going to see on play action, they run an out route with the receiver on the outside and let the tight end work the seam in the area beyond him. A great concept, and it leads to a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play fake. Here's Prescott sliding out of the pocket. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Now a 2nd and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, and it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst, right?
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Hurts to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
Second down and 4. Here's Pollard again, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Taken from just outside the 30. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right? Where these teams are locked in and going at it. No points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw again. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Here now, 2nd and 4. Now back to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discourages taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Going to run again here with Pollard. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Here's Prescott. That is incomplete.
They'll give him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And this is incomplete. Looked like he had a pretty good line on there. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
If I'm making excuses, and I am, sometimes the sun can be difficult on a ball like that. That looked like it was going to be right there, but it's in and out of his hands. And a potential big play goes by the wayside.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And he's gonna miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Just 1 field goal in a tightly played first half as we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. Got him in. It's Brown. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively. to force the incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
The Eagles send out their punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Jordan Davis, just a monster on that play, stopping it from going anywhere.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Prescott off play action. Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. More than one defender here, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on to punt for Dallas. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Oh, it's Silver, ready?
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now now 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Trucks over it. His short throw caught by Goddard. And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as he'll be brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Hurts going to keep it running right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Being chased out left. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Hurts. Rolling to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Micah Parsons picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Back to throw here. Touchdown! Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goddard. And the Eagles get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And now off to the races down the right side. He's past the 30. And he won't get all the way into the end zone as he's out of bounds, but not before getting it down inside the 10.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
Here's 1st and goal. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now Dak out to his left, and it's caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jake Ferguson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here. It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about write a finish to this one.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
Maybe the old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
On 3rd down, it's Gainwell. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
36-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down. Bring the band in punt formation.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story of this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you were trying to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaughan. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.